Just in is this very rare 1963 Chevy Impala Super Sport convertible with its numbers matching 409 4-barrel. It's a 340 horse 409 4-barrel. VIN number is right on the stamping of the factory block. So there's no doubt in my mind or anyone else's that this is the original engine. This is a complete, how I'd classify this car as an absolutely survivor car. It's had one repaint and it's had a new trunk floor in it years ago, but it still has a beautiful shine to it. As far as the engine goes, not sure if it's ever been rebuilt, but if it has been, it's been years and years ago. So we chose just to not paint the engine compartment up, we just left it all original. Hood fits very nice. It's got a nice gap from front to back, nice even gap. Both sides have great gaps on them. This is what I'd classify as a beautiful local car show quality, driver quality, real numbers matching SS409. As we go up here, the front bumper, grille, headlight rings, eyebrows, that kind of stuff, all looks like it's original condition. It all appears that way. We've got a few little, it's got a few little scuffs and nicks and stuff like that in it, but it still has a decent shine as far as the chrome goes. Front bumper is very straight on it. If we look up and down the sides, this is a beautiful straight car. It's got an excellent shine, all wet sanded and buffed to a beautiful finish. Does have a few little chips and stuff like that, a couple scratches. I'll do my best to point that all out to you guys, but the overall appearance of this car is great. As we look at the hood, okay, seen a couple little touch-ups here somewhere. It's hard to see all the little chips out in the sun when it's bright like this, but you know, we got a chip over here on this side of the fender that's been touched up. One here, a couple little tiny ones here. Three of them there. There's a little one here on the hood, another one. So it's had some little touch-ups and a few little rock chips and stuff. The previous owner has owned this car for the past 30 years, and he had it repainted right away when he got it. So I think the paint job's 25 to 30 years old on this numbers matching SS409 convertible. As far as the lower fenders, absolutely no blisters. I don't see any dings, scratches, nothing like that on that fender as well. Side chrome is all original. We got a little bit of an exhaust rattle to it. The exhaust is older but really sounds decent yet. As far as the trim that goes all the way up and down the sides, it's original. Got some scratches and some little stuff in it. Not perfect, but very decent. I don't know if you can hear that. I just put my foot on the exhaust a little bit. That annoying rattle goes away. It's just got a exhaust hanger that needs to be tightened up, which we'll do. If we look up and down the sides, like I said, the body lines look really straight on this passenger side. The door fits great. Doesn't stick out a bunch at the bottom at all. So very nice looking car up and down the sides. As long as we're back here, the back bumper is original, just like the front. It's got some little hairline scratches and stuff and some oxidation on the top, but from 10 foot away has a great shine. Same thing with our taillight chrome. None of it's new, all of it's original. Trunk floor is really nice on it. I think earlier I said it had a trunk floor. It hasn't had a complete trunk floor. It's had a couple patches in the trunk floor and they did a really nice job. Respeckled it all. It's got a spare tire as well. Top side of the trunk area, all been wet sanded and buffed. Very nice lines across the trunk. It all fits nice. Now as far as our top goes, you'll see in the top pictures, in my opinion, it's the original white top. Still holds out water, presentable, but you know, is over 50 years old. We look at our corners and stuff with the doors. Doors look good all the way around. Sorry about that little rattle, guys. Like I said, we'll get that fixed when we get back on that exhaust. Does not have a dash pad. It's got a steel painted dash, all original blue paint on the dash as far as I can tell. Door jambs were painted very nicely when they were done. They look good. The body by Fisher, sill plates, the carpet, the door panels, everything on this interior, in my opinion, is 100% original. We do have a seam split right here on the passenger side seat. Other than that, I thought the seats look good for original. I mean, they've you can tell they're aged and sun's got to them a little bit. Same thing with the carpet, guys. How many 63 409 convertibles do you see with the original carpet still in it? Original rubbers. Windows all go up and down nice. All the chrome around these seats are original, but still have a great shine. If you can kind of see the chrome on there, it looks nice. Passenger side door panel at the bottom is starting to come, is a little frail at the bottom. Other than that, it's real decent. Armrests are original. They are, the driver's side one's cracked up pretty good. This one's not, but it's just discolored a little bit. Like I said, in my mind, 100% original interior. Door shuts nice. We look up and down the driver's side. There again, nice straight body. Has a great shine. The SS chrome at the bottom has a few dings and stuff in it, but it's all original. Don't see any blisters on that lower quarter. That all looks good. Paint all looks good on the quarter panel. I mean, we got a little chip here. You're gonna have a few little chips here and there with 30-year-old paint. A couple rock chips here. There's one there, one there. In front of the rear quarter is all nice and solid. I don't see no blisters. Chip, a few scratches. Same thing here, a couple rock chips. No blisters on the rocker, no blisters on the lower fender. Door all looks good. The rubbers are nice and they're a little stiff, but they're in excellent shape. They're not frayed at all. The corners of the doors look good. There's our armrest I was telling you about that's kind of beat up. The VIN number matches the motor, matches the tire. Driver's side door panel really is in not bad a shape. A guy could leave it alone as a 100% original car on the interior. That's how I'm going to do it right now, and I've got it priced at $38,900, something like that. If I go ahead and do the interior, and he also needs a couple floor pans put in it and a couple of the braces. If a guy does that, I'm going to go ahead and redo the interior, and then obviously raise the price. But I thought I'd put it out there for right now as a really nice driver, and let the next guy do what he wants to do with it. Back seat, like I said, is in great shape. Carpet's worn through. Right back in this corner over here. And it's pretty thin all the way across the back. The car has 107,494 believed to be original miles. Horn works. Wipers are working. Heater fan works.
They think they're smarter than everybody else.
Original AM Delco radio works. I just put gas in it. The gas gauge works. Speedometer works. Odometer works. It's got a power top over here. That works. Functions properly. So everything works on it except for the factory tack. Now I know the previous owner had sent this tack out to get redone, or was going to, took it off, and I don't think they ever got to it to get it restored. So the factory tack is there, needs to be restored, and also the clock doesn't work. But I know the oil pressure, hot and cold light, generator light, that stuff works. Now when I went out to purchase this car, I was just super impressed by how nice and tight it was and how everything worked on the dash. I was just very impressed with it. Very well taken care of 409. Factory 4-speed, factory console. It's a little windy today. And with this being a 409, I'm not going to over rev it or push it. shifts really smooth. Downshifted it to first accidentally, going to third, and didn't grind at all, went right in. Synchros were good on the transmission. Third gear right now, 35, 40 mile an hour. Straight as a string, does not need an alignment, doesn't vibrate. Just excellent, excellent driving 409. Try your brakes here. Nice full pedal, absolutely no pull left or right, and the pedal is way up there. Runs and drives fantastic, 65 mile an hour, just perfectly straight down the road, shifts smooth, doesn't miss a beat. Not sure on the motor, guys, if that's, it could be 107,000 on the motor. Seems to run really good, but I don't have any documentation of it ever being rebuilt, and it just looks to me very original.